Our next adventure took us into the heart of Kentucky, where rolling hills hide one of the greatest underground wonders on Earth. Mammoth Cave National Park is more than a collection of tunnels. It's a sprawling labyrinth of stone and silence, filled with ancient secrets, forgotten stories, and landscapes shaped by water and time. Our day at Mammoth Cave began right when the visitor center opened. We checked out the exhibits, grabbed a map, and took a moment to absorb the scale of this place. The entrance to the longest known cave system on Earth, stretching over 426 miles beneath our feet. Next, we headed to the Frozen Niagara entrance for our cave tour. This section wasn't discovered until 1923, when a determined explorer named George Morrison squeezed through a tight crawl space and entered what he called a palace of stone. George Morrison, the man who revealed this wonder, died just 14 years after his discovery, never knowing his cave would become part of a national park. But his story is etched in these walls, whether we read it or not. The namesake formation, Frozen Niagara, feels alive and motionless at once. The silence here is absolute. Even your breath echoes off the walls like a memory. Frozen Niagara is a masterpiece of natural architecture. Curtains of calcite hang like a waterfall mid-fall, formed slowly, drop by drop, over thousands of years. But beauty isn't the only thing frozen here. Mammoth Cave holds secrets. Hidden rivers flow beneath. Side tunnels vanish into darkness. Ancient remains have been found. Tools, torches, even bones, from people who explored these caves thousands of years ago and never returned. Back above ground, we got on our bikes and set out on the Mammoth Cave Railroad Trail, a 9-mile ride along the very route that once carried tourists by train from Park City to the cave entrance. Just before we hit the trail, we stopped at engine number 4, the last remaining locomotive from the original Mammoth Cave Railroad. From 1886 to 1931, it ran through these woods, carrying visitors to mystery below. Today it stands frozen in time, just like the cave it served. A short ride off the main trail brought us to a haunting place few ever visit, Furlong Cemetery. Nestled in the forest down a narrow spur, it holds nearly 30 graves, most of them worn smooth by time. Only one name remains clearly etched: Samuel Sloan. In the 1930s, when the land became a national park, local families were forced out, their towns erased, their homes dismantled, but their cemeteries remained. And here, among the trees, their stories rest in silence. We continued our ride, stopping at Sloan's Crossing Pond, a peaceful place in the park, a still body of water, a boardwalk that floats over the wetlands, just birdsong, breeze, and a place to breathe. It's easy to imagine the people who once lived nearby coming here after supper, kids tossing rocks in the pond, watching the sky ripple on the water. But now it belongs to the trees. The pond remembers, even if no one else does. We ended the day at Mammoth Cave Campground, tired, dusty, and filled with stories. Stories of lost towns, underground rivers, frozen waterfalls, and a land that's been watching quietly for thousands of years. Mammoth Cave isn't just something you visit, it's something you feel, above ground and below, in the stone and in the silence.